The major constructs of procedural justice research include neutrality, fairness in decisions, and respect, using respectful language and not demeaning the citizen. Let's take a look at race, ethnicity, and justice. There is strong evidence that those two aspects of procedural justice are differently experienced depending on what race or ethnic group you belong to. There's a large difference in the perception of blacks and whites regarding the criminal justice system. In a combined Gallup poll of 2011 through 2014, 59% of whites, but only 36% of blacks had a great deal or a lot of confidence in police. In the aggregated polls of 2014 through 2016, the percent of whites decreased slightly to 58%, and only 29% of blacks had a great deal of confidence in the police. In the 2011 through 2014 poll, about 59% of whites stated that the honesty and ethics of police officers was very high or high, compared to 45% of blacks. In more recent results, 60% of whites, but only 28% of blacks believed that the honesty and ethics of police was very high or high. In the latest poll, 76% of blacks say that the justice system is biased against blacks, compared with 45% of whites. A recent study by the National Registry of Exonerations found that blacks are about 7 times more likely to be wrongfully convicted of murder than whites, accounting for a disproportionate share of exonerations. They also spent 4 years longer on death row than wrongfully convicted whites. Studies show that there seems to be a difference in the sentencings of blacks and whites, unexplained by other sentencing factors, like the seriousness of the charge or criminal history. Blacks are also less likely to receive bail and receive harsher plea offers. Interestingly, one study showed that black judges give a black juvenile defendant 14% longer sentences than white juveniles, and white judges give white offenders longer sentences. Researchers speculated that judges could be reacting unconsciously, sympathetically to same-race victims. It could also be because of more familiarity with same-race offenders, or it might be because judges were worried about seeming prejudiced. Racial profiling studies continue to show that black drivers are more often stopped for minor traffic offenses, more likely to receive tickets rather than warnings, and more likely to experience auto searches. But there is less likely to be any contraband found in searches of black drivers than white drivers. The disproportionate number of arrests that lead to lost jobs, and tickets and citations resulting in fines and late charges when they can't be paid, are creating a widespread poverty tax on minorities, wherein the criminal justice system differentially draws dollars from those least able to pay. Employing empirically based procedural justice research and community policing models to improve police-citizen interactions in minority communities may be effective tools to address crime in those communities. The issue of race permeates the criminal justice system.